understand the whole fire thing. I understand that that's not you doing anything wrong. Okay, I'm not saying that is. What I'm saying is you coming outside and you making a threat to them, although you didn't feel you need to follow up to it, they could perceive it otherwise because of the issues you've had for the last year or 2 years. They could perceive it as a violent threat because they could feel threatened. So, in that regard, us coming out is warranted because an actual threat has been made. Whether or not you didn't feel like it was threatening or not, a reasonable person would say, yeah, that's probably kind of threatening. That's kind of intimidating.
Well, I would say to you that that's their standard go-to.
And that's fine that that's their standard go-to. And eventually, if you truly are minding your own business, they are going to end up getting an abusive 911 charge slapped on them by me personally or my partner. But as it stands, you can't sit here and say that you're minding your own business when you're not. Yes.
Okay. I'm a disabled man, all right?
Okay.
I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. I can barely get off of this deck by myself.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
I'm not threatening them.
Well,
I'm not attacking anybody. I mean, God knows I can't possibly, run after anybody.
I agree with you up until the point where you say you're not threatening anybody. Because it doesn't take much strength to pull a trigger.
I don't have any weapons.
Have they been in, search your house every moment of every day to make sure that you haven't gotten a hold of the gun somehow? Because a reasonable person would say that if someone is threatening to kill me, I don't know if that person has a gun.
Well,
right?
I don't own any weapons, so you're welcome to come into my house and walk around and do whatever you want.
I don't care.
You're welcome.
I'm giving you what their thought process would be in court. Okay? I'm telling you why this is an issue.
That's crazy.
It's not crazy. It's actually the reasonable approach to this. Is if someone tells you...
No, that's crazy.
But just standing out here yelling is still disturbing their peace. That's still a crime. So don't even yell at them. Just leave it alone. Leave it all alone. Mind your own peace. You got a nice little garden and stuff back there. Enjoy that. Don't yell at them. It's that simple.
What we're trying to say is that...
No, you've done enough talking. Listen. I can yell too and I don't want to. Please don't.
Standing here.
And
there's a bright light coming from that window up there. In my face.
This is a bright light.
That's okay. That light coming from that window up there.
This light right here is bright.
Okay.
Can
all
I
right.
talk now?
Same thing.
Can I talk now?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, if we have to keep coming back out here because you are doing things that are technically illegal, we are not going to be able to say, you're a reasonable man, we're taking your side. Do you understand that?
Sure.
Okay, what do you not understand?
Well,
not anything about them. What do you not understand about you minding your own business and you not threatening them? And disturbing the peace?
Not threatening anybody. I understand.
Okay, whoa. We're going to back up.
Don't do that.
This is our reset button. This is our reset button. Okay, every time you say that you didn't threaten anybody, we're going to hit the reset button because you threatened somebody. We're going to own our mistakes tonight. We're going to grow up and be a man. Even though we're disabled, we're going to grow up and be a man. Can we do that? We made a mistake tonight. Can we agree? Okay. So we agree that we made a mistake tonight. Whether it was influenced by alcohol or anything else, we agree that we made a mistake. We agree that we went too far. Even though you were going to follow up with it, you went too far. We can agree, right? We own our mistakes. All right. So, in the future, if we can try and do our best and not go too far, we won't have to be in this situation where we're handcuffed on our back porch at 2:15 in the morning, owning up to our mistakes, because we've learned from our past mistakes. So we probably shouldn't come out on the back deck and scream, I'm going to kill you, bitch, or anything, right? That's probably not a good move.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And if we can determine that these things kind of happen in the future, we can, if you knock on your door and you don't answer, we can write a warrant for you for disturbing the peace, or issue you a ticket and leave it in your mailbox. And go to another court date. I'm sure you don't want to keep going down to the courthouse.
But it would be in your best interest, even though, believe me, I understand and I empathize with how aggravating it must be. With everything you explain, every time I come out here, I empathize with you. I understand what you're going through, and my heart does go out to you. However, that does not things that you do are against the law. And that has nothing to do with them. You are your own man. You make your own choices. I get that it can be painful and aggravating living next to them. It can pick you off. But that does not give you a license to break the law. You are still liable for your own actions. You are still in charge of your own actions.
I understand what you're trying to tell me. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm confused. What is the law that I violated?
The noise ordinance for one. It's too late at night to be screaming, and if it's not just them, it's the neighbors around you that you're disturbing their peace.
Well, there's no neighbors.
So nobody lives anywhere within earshot.
No, well, nobody around me is gonna. Yeah, but
it's still disturbing. Nobody wants to hear screaming in the middle of the night. I know I don't.
No, but
right?
I didn't. But I understand.
Okay, so you understand that. Number two is saying that you're going to fucking kill somebody and then adding bitch to the end. You can understand how that's not appropriate, right? Yeah? Okay. So as long as we understand how that's not appropriate, we understand we probably shouldn't be doing that anymore, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I do my best to reason with people, and I do my best to level with people, and not to get pissed off or anything like that, right? The amount of times that we've been out here talking to you guys, we don't freak out on you, right? We try to do our best to explain it to you what's going on. And that's the standard, right? We try to do our best to explain it, we talk to you, and try to get to the bottom of it. But at the end of the day, if we keep having issues, we're going to be forced to do something like placing charges on you or arresting you because it just keeps escalating. Alright? So, I get where you're coming from, but I also get where they're coming from in some respects.
No.
Yes.
You don't.
I do.
I wish you did. I wish you did.
Okay.
I honestly.
Thank you, guys.
Yep, thank you.
I honestly wish you did understand what is going on between us and the history here. You don't feel what is going on here.
No, I don't.
And they are hateful because of my relationship with their folks that is no longer there.
I can respect that. I can respect that's why they're hateful. However, can you understand that because they're so hateful to you, that doing things like threatening them, because you could be hateful all day long and say, I hate you, fuck you, you're a bitch. That, although is rude and somewhat immature, is not against the law.
I can be immature all day long.
Yeah, and so can they. But where the I'm going to kill you or I'm going to hurt you.
I didn't say that.
Remember this? The reset light? The reset light? The one where we get the light on us when we were saying we didn't threaten anybody because we did and it's on video and police officers have seen it and can technically arrest you for threatening somebody.
Okay.
Remember that light?
But again, we're giving you the benefit of the doubt.
We're giving you the benefit of the doubt. We're talking to you instead of arresting you because you're owning up to your mistakes, remember?
Yes.
Okay. Because we're owning up to our mistakes and we did threaten somebody. Let's not do that again, okay?
Fine.
Alright. Next time I come out here and there's evidence that you did threaten somebody, I will happily write a charge and or arrest you for telling them that you're going to kill them.
Thank you for coming out tonight. It's the fourth call tonight. And I've been working 6 hours now. We've been here 3 times.
So, do you understand that I am not one to just threaten to arrest you? I am dead serious, and I promise you, sir, that if I have to come back out here because you have been outside yelling and you have made threats to them, and it is on video, I will arrest you. I will charge you. And if you don't
What
come
video?
If you don't come outside, I will just place a warrant for your arrest. And the next person runs your license plate or runs your name or anything will know that you have a warrant for your arrest.
Okay. What video?
The video that they showed my apartments.
The blue light of the very first call.
So
I beg to differ when I came out here last year and saw you flicking the camera off. So
Oh no,
And
that's pending in court.
It also
No.
has audio recording is the thing.
Excuse me?
It also has audio recording. So even if I take my phone, turn the video camera on and put it in my pocket, it can still pick up what you're saying even though it doesn't look at the camera. Do you understand how that works?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do understand
So
how that
let's
works.
go ahead and not threaten anybody anymore, otherwise you're going to end up with charges on your name. And that's probably not what we want. No
right over
buts,
there.
no buts, no ifs, ands, or buts.
Look behind you.
Hey, no ifs, no ands, no buts, and no coconuts. Got it?
Look behind you at the blue light.
I do not need to look behind me at the blue light because it is a non-issue. It does
They're
not matter.
recording what's going on right here.
That's perfectly
They can
fine.
do that.
That is legally okay.
And guess what? You can go buy a camera and put one right here on your
You
house.
can put a camera in that window, that window, that window,
Guess
that
what?
window, that
A camera
window.
citywide.
You got a camera on your forehead if you wanted to.
I got a
It's not
camera
against
right
the
here.
law. All day long, every day, that is not against the law.
Watch everything you do.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Not against
everybody
the law.
can do that.
Yep.
And
21st
that's
century.
legal?
It is legal.
21st century. Guess what? We have city cameras and I can pull up from my little
That's
board.
creepy.
Yep.
It may be creepy, but it's not illegal.
That's creepy.
Creepy, but not illegal. So do you understand how that is not illegal, the blue light does not matter, but threatening people does?
Oh, I didn't threaten anybody, but thank you. But
Reset light, go inside. Go inside.
but thank you.
Go inside.
Let this be your third strike from my airport time. God pay for it.
Oh. Yeah.
And I can't find my cat.
Oh, well, maybe in the daytime when it's brighter out here, we can look for the cat. Yeah.
My cat is always here.
Oh, well,
And I think they've got something to do with that.
yeah. Well, that's a reasonable assumption, isn't it? Let's
Yeah.
go inside and maybe sleep instead of drink and give it a rest.
I,
Yep.
Thanks.
Yep. That's probably a good idea at this point.
Your first mistake, always keep